It's supposed to be, I think, high 40s, low 50s today, which is a nice day, but it's actually kind of cold right now. What I want to talk about today is that I think I broke my shoulder. I'm just kidding, I didn't break my shoulder, or else I would not be on the motorcycle. I wouldn't even be going to work, but I did fuck my shoulder up. Well, let me give you a brief backstory. Ever since high school wrestling, I've had like mild chronic shoulder pain, more so on the left one. But it's not like where there came a point where I was like maybe 21 years old where it was kind of bothering me in the gym. Like if I was doing any chest movement, like a fly or a press, the shoulder would start to feel out of the pain. But that's pretty common. Sometimes, you know, your form is off, or yeah, just, you know, when you do chest or any workout, you know, but when you do chest or shoulders and sometimes arms, you know, your shoulders used a lot. So around 21 years old, it started to become a little bit of a problem. But you know, we started, well, at the time, me and Frank started stretching more mobility work, all that bullshit, and of course it took the edge off. And ever since then, I've been just, you know, chilling. Now, when I joined Tiger Showman, what is it, late August of last year or September, I don't fucking know. The point is, when I joined, of course, like I said, I've been doing kickboxing and jiu-jitsu. So jiu-jitsu, obviously, you know, you're rolling, you're grappling, so that you can clearly see how that, you know, that puts strain on your whole body as a whole. And when it comes to kickboxing, I'm a righty, so my jab is my left, and same thing, it's just the arm that's used more. The jab is what we use the most, obviously. So kickboxing and jiu-jitsu, I do it quite often throughout the week, mixed with the gym. It's kind of been giving me more problems. There was one day where I really felt like, oh shit, my shoulder, like both my shoulders hurt in a different way. The left one, the left jab shoulder, it just, like I said, that one's kind of more of a chronic dull, kind of just, it hurts, like it's just kind of uneasy. And then the right one was kind of like somewhere in a jiu-jitsu class, like we were going live, we were grappling, and I fucked the right one up. That one was more of a sharper, concentrated pain. Nothing crazy, but they were both pretty, you know, beat up. Continued to train, I just took it easy. I guess perhaps I messed up by not letting it heal, or not taking maybe a week or two off or something. But it wasn't bothering me that much, so I was like, nah, it's okay, I'll just take it easy, which is what I did. And then yesterday morning, Sunday, me and Danny have intermediate kickboxing. So we went. Today, lady. It was a good class, blah, blah, blah. And at the end of it, Danny, we started grappling a little bit. He hit the rear naked choke, we got to the floor. We started grappling. Of course, my super supreme D1 wrestling David wrestling technique, and I'm the best athlete in the world. My wrestling, you know, neutralized him. It was like a total of like maybe, I want to say like 3-4 minutes. It wasn't that long, but somewhere in there, he had my back, and I tried to roll forward, like kind of do like a front flip, like forward, but he had my shoulder, he had kind of my body somehow, and he went like all his weight landed on my shoulder, bruh. And his entire weight landed on my left shoulder, bruh. I felt like a sharp ass pain. I was like, fuck, get off. Okay, so then he got off, and then I tried to, like, you know, lift my arm up, bruh. That shit was limp. I was like, there's no way I just broke my shoulder. My first thought actually was like I dislocated it, because dislocation doesn't really hurt crazy. You know, if you break like a ligament or something like that, that hurts. But a dislocation is not like crazy. So I thought it was that, because I wasn't in excruciating pain. I was just like, oh, it hurt for a second, and it was like hot, and it went limp. So I was like, fuck. But then after like 3-4 minutes, I started to be able to, like, okay, I can feel the back, okay, whatever. So I'm just kidding, I didn't really break my shoulder, but I did fuck it up. But now I'm kind of worried, because yeah, I don't want to go, I don't think I'm gonna go train today, because bruh, if I'm already fucked up, like I can't even move it right, and then I go and train, and imagine I fuck it up, oh god, no. And the thing that's scaring me the most, and the reason why I want to take it easy, is because I really don't want to go fuck it up worse and then have to really take a time off. Like right now, I'm taking it easy, I'll take a week or two off or whatever, but that's better than really fucking the shoulder up and then having to take like 3 months off. That shit is ass. And especially when you're like injured or something like that. I've been injured like fucking 3 times already. Well, not like crazy injury, but like an injury where, yeah, you can't work or whatever, something like that. They're always trash, and always taking a shower is annoying. Taking a fucking shit is the worst. Like I remember my first injury was when I fractured and dislocated my right wrist when I was 14, 15, 16 years old. junior year, I was wrestling and I fractured and dislocated my wrist. Of course, I got a cast, and you can't get that wet, so you have to wrap that shit in a bag when you shower. And it was my right wrist, which is my dominant hand, so when I had to brushing my teeth was weird, showering was weird. Like, how am I supposed to get my left armpit? How am I supposed to bait? I don't even know how I did it, but it was weird. And then taking the dookie was weird as hell. I cannot wipe. That's where I learned to wipe with my left hand. Sometimes I still wipe with my left hand just to keep practice, you know, just to be like I still got it. So that was super annoying. And it was like 3 different types of casts. It was the big white cast, like the big cartoon cast. Then I had like a thinner black one, and then at the end it was like what is it called, splint or splinter? No, I think just splint. I don't know. It was like a really thin cast. That's like obviously when I'm pretty much better, but you know, they still don't fuck around with it. And then yeah, that was my first injury. And then that was junior year. And then senior year, at the very, like, I finished the season, but the last match right before it, my dumbass got injured. Well, not really injured. I got injured. I got stitches on my shin. My dumbass. Okay, so in my cafeteria in my high school, there was like a table, kind of, a little long table. I don't know what the fuck it was, but pretty much it was like the height. I want to say maybe a little taller than like your average just dining table. So it was like pretty, you know, high to jump on. So, you know, in high school when you're a young teenage boy, you're like, yo, I bet I could jump on it. Well, that's what I said. I was like, yo, I bet I could box jump this bitch. And I did it. I did it successfully one time. Like, I managed to jump on top of it, you know. I box jumped that shit. It was good, cool. And then at the time, my girlfriend at the time, I was like, yo, you want to see me do it? She's like, nah, you're gonna get yourself hurt. I was like, no, I can do it, watch. She's like, no, don't do it. And I was like, I'll do it. And I tried, but the shoe that I had on was like slightly too big on me. And that was enough. That fucking centimeter, millimeter, whatever, got caught on the table, on the corner of the table. And so when I tried to jump, like, I got caught, and then I landed on my shin, like right on the corner. And it was not like a smooth corner. No, it was like 90 degrees, nigga. No. And so I didn't split the shin in half or none of that, but it was on the left shin, like around there. I got it opened up. It didn't touch the bone, but it was like pretty near. It was pretty deep ass cut. And then I got 6 stitches there. And so obviously I couldn't wrestle with that. Although my coach and some of the teammates were like, nah, bro, you could just wrap it up and wrestle. I'm like, bro, I got stitches on my shin. It hurts. I don't know, maybe I should have wrestled. I didn't wrestle, but perhaps I should have. I didn't though. I'm like, yo, that shit hurts. I'm not gonna. What if they shoot and then his shoulder, like he shoots on my shin with his shoulder? Oh, nah, fuck that. So I was like, no. So that was my second injury. And then same thing, I had to kind of wrap that part for when I showered. I couldn't get water into the stitches and shit, so I had to, I had to put a whole bag over my foot. Or did I do that? I don't remember, but I think I did do that. I don't fucking remember, but point is, it was fucking annoying. Injuries are annoying, like when you shower, when you take a duke. That one wasn't that bad when I took a dookie, but yeah. And then my third injury, it wasn't an injury, but I chipped my tooth. I was on the bicycle with Diego. We were just talking about it the other day. I was getting onto the bridge and there was gravel. I took the corner pretty fast, I'm not gonna lie. But I've always had done that always in the past, so I was like, all right, it's not that bad. And I took the corner a little too fast. I didn't know that there were gravel. Bruh, I went fucking face first into the concrete. I wish we had that on video. No one had any GoPro, nothing yet, so it's not on video. But I remember, and even Diego was like, yeah, it was as bad as you the way you describe it, it looked that bad. Like, my face bounced off the concrete, and then my immediate thought was like, fuck, my teeth. And I checked, yeah, I chipped the tooth, the right front buck tooth. So I had to get that covered. But that wasn't too annoying, obviously, for my body. But to this day, that's why they're like, okay, so just don't chew with that side, or like don't chew on the front teeth like that. I'm like, bro, those are my teeth. How am I supposed to bite into anything? So that's why if you ever see me, Alexis loves to cut ass on me. Fuck that guy. I bite sideways. Like, I always bite on the left side of my mouth. Whatever it is, I'll bite on that side so that I don't have to bite with the front teeth. And it fucked me up because now I have a cavity there. Like, since I'm always, like, everything is always being bitten on that left side, and like for the most part, I'll chew equally, I guess, but I think I do maybe give the left side of my mouth more to chew. Pause. I got a cavity on the left side of my mouth, like on my bottom left molar. I don't know which one, but so that's a total of 3. The chipped tooth is not really an injury, but I'll put it in. That's 3 that I had, and they suck. They're ass. So that's why I'm scared. I don't want to go to practice on a messed up shoulder and then actually, because I know it's not really broken. Like, I'm good. I'm just like, something's off, but I'm okay. I can move. I got shoulder mobility. It just hurts, but I got the mobility, meaning it's not broken or anything. But I don't want to go and then fucking break it, and then you're like, yeah, you got to sit out for like 2 months. Don't do anything, because I won't be able to work. I won't be able to work out. I don't want to do that. But probably the stupidest injury was the shin, because my fucked up wrist, when the fracture dislocated, somebody did it to me. Like, someone landed on me, and it was in wrestling. Like, you know, things happen, so it's like not really my fault. You know, these things just happen, and someone landed on me. The chipped tooth, again, yes, it was my fault. I crashed, like I fell on the bike, but again, due to gravel, like I didn't really clock it in time. Should have slowed down, whatever. But the shin was like, I was like, yo, you want to see me jump over the box? They were like, no, don't do it. And I was like, I can do it, watch. And then I did it, and then I broke my shin. Well, I didn't break it, but you know. And then, so because I was out the last wrestling match, that, like, for the school, that would have determined if we made it to playoffs pretty much. And because I was out, they had to shift some of my other teammates at the time. Like, okay, well, you have to fight at this weight class now to fill in this and that. And that kind of messed everybody up, and we lost. And my coach was tight. He's like, you see, why'd I have to go show off and jump over a box? No one wanted you to jump over. I was like, yo, I was trying to impress a girl. He's like, did you? I was like, nah, but I was trying though, so don't be hating, because I was trying. But yeah, that one was the stupidest injury. Like, that's the one. I don't know. Like I always say, I don't live in regret, but that one, I kind of regret that one. Yo, I'm starving. Move, motherfucker. Anyways, I just wanted to, yeah, really quickly talk about how my shoulder's messed up. I don't want to tell Joshu yet, but I'm a little scared about the competition now, because if this shoulder's not healed up, I don't want to go and break my shit. But we'll see. I think like that's why I'm trying to take it easy right now. Don't want to push myself. Although I do feel like a bitch right now if I miss out. What is that guy doing? What the hell? Oh, he dropped the card. If I miss out on practice, yeah, I'm gonna feel like a bitch. But I'd rather feel like a bitch for a week than to break myself and be a bitch for like a month or two. And the thing is that we weren't even like the class was over. It was just me and Danny fucking around afterwards. But whatever, these things happen, you know. That's life. Sometimes, you know, you're trying to have some fun, and then you break your shoulder, and it is what it is. It's okay. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next motovlogger video, whatever. Oh, I ordered a new floor for my room, like laminate floor, because that wood that I have in my room right now is old as fuck, so I'm about to redo that shit. I'm gonna make a nice little video for that one too.